show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. I'm gonna try to do cartwheel. Watch this. I don't think I can do it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. I'm gonna try to do cartwheel. Watch this. I don't think I can do it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. I'm gonna try to do cartwheel. Watch this. I don't think I can do it. Hmm? Can I come out? Is it safe to come out? Hmm? Can I come out? Hmm. 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 Come out. Okay. Only because you are so eager to see me. I will come out. Nemu nemu. Nemu 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 nemu. Hello. Hello, my pillows. Hello. Nemu nemu pillow desu. Oh wow wow. Oh wow wow. I'm getting shy again. I'm just gonna. So many hellos. Hello, Pillow. I missed you too. I missed you too. I missed you a whole lot. I missed you a whole lot, a lot. I put on my dress, cause it looks a little bit nicer. But hello, Pillow. I missed you so much. I missed you so much. It was only 5 days, but it felt like 100 eternities. Only 5 days. But it felt like the universe had destroyed itself and rebuilt itself. And I'm happy to be back. I'm so happy to be back. I was counting the days. I was counting the hours. Until I was finally here with you again. Oh, the void almost got me. No! I'm happy that you're alive. Did all the pillows survive? Is every pillow alive? Wait, what happened? Pillow? Hello? 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 What happened? Hello? What happened? Hello? What happened? Huh? You're not here. I see you here. I see you sending hearts. I see that you're still here. But why aren't you here? What happened? What happened? I thought that we were chatting and everything was okay. What? What if I change some settings around? Nani? They changed the UI. I don't entirely know. Okay, I think I'll here. What the? Maybe if I do this? I've never seen this happen before. Is it working now? gracious! What the heck was that? What the heck was that? I've never seen that happen before. It just like entirely froze the chat. What the? I've never seen that happen before. YouTube died? Yeah, I wonder if the servers like messed up or something, because that was really weird. They tried to take us away from you. I'm finally back. And they tried to steal you from me. But oh my gosh, look at that! Goodness gracious. It's catching up. I think it's caught up now. Oh. That was very scary. I was very scared that I finally came back. And the evil took you from me. You don't remember me! Yahoo! You don't remember. You don't remember who I am anymore. Have you forgotten? It's been 500 years of pain and suffering and loneliness. And after all of that time, you have forgotten my face. Do you remember? I still remember you. I still remember you too. I don't know. I'm just so happy to be back. I'm at a little bit of a loss for words. Because I know what I kind of want to say, but I feel so goofy. I feel so goofy because I want to say like as much as it was fun, you know, getting to go on a trip and experience a whole lot of new things. At the same time, I kept wondering about Pillows. I was like, do Pillows miss me? Like I miss them? And what are Pillows up to right now? It was a little bit lonely. It was a little bit lonely. I really miss the Pillows. But I'm really happy to be back. Even though yesterday was very long. I was traveling for like 14 hours yesterday. And so I slept so much last night. But I kept thinking all day yesterday. I was like, this is so long. But at least at the end of it, I get to have Pillows again. And I do! And I'm so happy! I'm so happy! I miss you so much! I know I haven't really talked about my trip yet or anything, especially because we had that whole hiccup there. So I haven't really gotten into talk too much about it yet, but today I mainly want us to catch up. Because it's been too long since we've been apart. So, I want to talk about my trip. I want to talk about what you've been up to. I want to talk about it all. Okay? Nice outfit, thank you. So, I'm very sorry, Pillows, that we haven't really chatted yet, but do not worry. I'd like for us to chat now. I have my coffee here. I have my coffee. I have some water. So we already have water, so I'm using Brita filter water. And thank you guys for your like supers and stuff like that. I do want to read them. I will just read a little bit because I want to make sure that we can chat first before we do any sort of like super reading, because I just want to talk to Pillows. Okay. Tell me. What have you been up to? It's okay if you haven't been up to anything. I'm just curious. I'm gonna sip my coffee. Well, what have you been up to? Waiting for you, stress? Oh no! Fire climbers, hope you feel better. Spider Claw recovering from my own trip. Yeah, thank you so much for coming to see me at the cafe. I hope that it was worth it. Are you sick most of the time you were gone? No! It's because your nurse wasn't around to take care of you, huh? I forgot. That's okay. Started playing Limbus Company? Oh! If you're playing with Pillows, then you'll be so happy. I always see you guys streaming Limbus Company in the server. It's so cute. Finished armor core. Work drawing. I can't wait to see your drawing. Yesterday you went to the dentist, got wisdom teeth removed. Ah! I hope that you are recovering okay. Some pillow craft? Oh yeah, I cannot wait to get on Pillowcraft and see what you guys have been up to. Hello, Pillow. Hello, Countess. I've been working on Pillowcraft plot. Cannot wait to see. I'll probably finish the Super Pillow quest by now if I wasn't doing college stuff. Oh yeah. That'll really get to you. Started a cult? Oh. That's okay. I think that even though cults are looked down upon society, the thing is that you're building a community. That's awesome. That's awesome. You want to tell me what you've been up to, but YouTube filters it. What is... Surely you won't. Pillow cult. They're all pillows anyway. Okay. I see a lot of pillows asking about my trip. Does that mean you're eager to know? Does that mean you're eager to know? I will tell you. I will tell you. Okay. You're like, how did your trip go? My trip? Wait. Okay. I was trying to build up suspense. Well, my trip went good. I had a really good time. I'm very happy that I was there with Maribun. Because I was in... I will not reveal where I was yet. It won't be revealed in the vlog. But... it was a very big state that I've never been to before. And there was a whole lot to do. So I was happy to be there with someone who knows the environment. I feel like Phils are gonna figure out where I was if they're kind of familiar with it. Bigger than Texas. Isn't Texas the biggest state? Every time I drove by a zoo, I wondered if it might have been that one. Who knows? But yeah, I went to a pretty big place. And I've never, like I said, I've never been here before. So it was a very big trip. But it was definitely a lot of fun. I'm thinking. It was very crowded, which is really weird. I know it's not weird, but usually the airport that I use is never crowded. But everything was so crowded. And I was like, is there something going on that I'm not aware of? Was something happening this weekend, by the way? Was there like the NFL or... Because I heard two people talking to each other. And they were in line. And I think that they were like, oh, are you going to this place too? I'm trying to remember what they said. It started with a P. I think. They were like, where are you going this way too? And then they were like, yeah, we're going to this place. And I tried to... Oh, Pittsburgh! Pittsburgh! Two people in line were going to Pittsburgh. What's in Pittsburgh? Where is Pittsburgh and what's in Pittsburgh? No one knows? Okay. I don't know. I thought maybe something crazy was happening there. Because they seem like strangers talking to each other. It was Columbus Day. Oh. Maybe that's why so many people were traveling. Anyways, whatever. Welcome back. Thank you. But yeah, it was very busy. It's usually not busy, so I was very surprised. So I was there for a total of... I had 3 days in between, and then 2 days for travel. So 5 days. And on one of those days, we went to the zoo. And the other days, we went to a lot of malls. We ate a lot of food. And I tried to eat as much as possible. Mari kept being like, okay, what do you want to do next? I was like, food. Let's go get food. I got to try mochi donuts for the first time. And I had always been under the impression that... I was under the impression that mochi donuts were just going to be like maybe a little bit chewier than donuts. Maybe like sweeter, I don't know. But I wasn't expecting so much from them. And then I tried mochi donut for the first time. I was in heaven. It was everything I could have dreamt of. I was like, I sure hope that it's super chewy. And it was so chewy. Like, it really was mochi. It really was like mochi. It really was like mochi. And I got a box of 6 and I ate them all. I did share with Mari though, but they're all gone. Was it crunchy on the outside? No. No, it was very soft and chewy all around. So if you ever get the chance to try mochi donut, I would recommend it. And I saw that you can actually order them for delivery online. You get like a box of 6 for like $60. Which is a lot, but I'm kind of tempted. My sweet tooth is so bad. I know that I shouldn't, but it does tempt me. Oh, and then I also got to try Japanese cheesecake for the first time. I had no idea what Japanese cheesecake was gonna taste like. Or even the texture of it. But, you know, I always saw videos of it, and to me, I always imagined that it would just be like normal cheesecake. Except kind of like, actually, I had no clue. But I didn't expect it to be what it was. The texture of it was way more like angel cake. It was more like a very soft bread, but it was still very moist. And it sort of like melted in your mouth a little. And it was so easy to eat too. I feel like I can only eat so much cheesecake in one sitting. Because then it's like too rich and heavy. And it makes me feel a little bit sick if I eat too much. But I ate like half of the cheesecake in one sitting. And I was still ready to eat more. It was just so good. It was so easy to eat. It still tastes like cheesecake a little bit. But definitely not really. Just like a little bit. It looked like cheesecake, but I wouldn't say it so much tasted like cheesecake. And then I will say that I get to actually talk about a lot of that trip. I just will avoid talking about the zoo. Because I want to see the zoo stuff for the vlog. I will say the zoo is amazing. I'll just say that. But aside from the zoo, I didn't talk too much about everything else. I just kind of filmed it a little. So, yeah. So we can talk about other stuff. So the noodle story. Where we were had a whole lot of Asian culture. We were in a place that had a whole lot of Asian culture, and so there was a whole lot of like Japanese stores, Japanese like supermarkets, Japanese, just like a lot. And one of the places we went to was a supermarket. So we went to a Japanese supermarket. We went to a Japanese supermarket. And we went to a Japanese supermarket. And we shopped around a little. And we got some snacks. And all that kind of stuff, you know. And after we checked out, because me and Maury, we checked out and we're getting ready to leave. And we noticed that there was a huge, there was a little place that was giving away samples. It was like a white little tent inside of the shop that was giving away samples. And they were sampling noodles. And we were just gonna leave, and they were like, come over here, come over here, come over here. And we're like, okay. So, we went to over to the girls that were calling us. And this one girl, she was going, try the noodle, try it, you'll love it, you'll love it, you'll love it. And I was like, oh, okay. And she was like shoving it in my hand. She was like, try it. She's like basically shoving it in my hand, and she's like, good, right? I was like, yeah. I was like, okay, bye. But she didn't want me to leave. Instead, she was waving around the box of the udon noodles she had in her hand, and she was going, it's my last one, buy it please. You won't regret it, buy it. And I was like, and me not wanting to say no to someone that is so eagerly being like, buy. I said yes. Even though that she was like, bye, 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 bye. I did say yes. I know that she was pressuring me. I know that she was just being a good salesman, but she was so eagerly being like, bye, 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 bye. So I went, okay, 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 I'll buy it. And then when I said that, she lost it. She went crazy. She started yelling. She was like, I did it! I sold all my boxes! I sold all my boxes! And she was jumping up and down, and she threw herself on me. She wrapped her arms fully around me, squeezed me as tight as she could. And she was going, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And then she did the same to Mari, too. So she was going, thank you, thank you, thank you. She was hugging both of us. She was hugging and squeezing both of us. She was like, I sold them all, I sold them all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And then afterwards, she was trying to get me to eat the rest of the samples. She was picking them up and shoving them in my hands. She's like, eat them, eat them, eat them. So, as you can imagine, I'm a pretty awkward girl. So the entire time, I was standing there going, yes, of course. Yes, of course. I was going, yes, of course, thank you. But she was really crazy. She was really crazy. Do you like the noodles at least? They were very just like udon noodles. I don't really have anything to say about them. I actually left them at Mari's house because I didn't have any room on my person. But they were very much just udon noodles. They were soft and chewy, and I was like, yep, those are udon noodles. I mean, I like udon noodles. But that was pretty crazy. She was so eager. And so crazy. My favorite type of noodle? I think I like angel hair. I like really thin noodles. Hi, Piddle. Did you have a good trip? Yeah! The noodles, in case you're wondering, they're $3. As I mentioned, I had already checked out, so I did have to go back and check out again. But she was just so happy. I know that she was just being a salesman, and it was just her tactic, and she probably saw me, and she was like, this girl looks timid, I bet I could sell to her. And it worked. But she was so happy. I was just so happy. I guess you don't know that she was gonna do that. If I knew, I'm not sure I would have walked over there, but at the same time, I did like the story. And it did make me happy, so it's okay. Also, our monster, you can sleep if you want. It's Pillow, she's back! Yeah! I am here. And oh yeah, I was a very bad girl, and I lost my business card. Not like a not like a business card. My business debit card. I'm very surprised because I don't think I've ever done that before. Basically, I actually noticed, like right after, or like right before we went into the Asian store, because as I was going to pay for something, I opened my wallet I went to pull it out, and it was indeed not there. It was indeed not there. I immediately opened up my phone. I opened up my bank account, and I looked at the transactions, and you would not believe how lucky I felt, seeing that no one had tried to do any charges. I was very lucky. Because I think I lost it at the mall, which would have been like 30 minutes ago. And within that time, at a mall, anyone could have gone and used it. That is so... I got so lucky. I got so lucky there. But yes, I did cancel it immediately, so... You got the card frozen, right? Yes. I did a full search in my bag, Laura's bag, and everything, and it was not there, so I canceled it, but... I'm very lucky that no one charged on it. Luckily, I did have my other cards, of course. And I went ahead and ordered a new one. But, yeah, that would have been so bad! That would have been so bad! That would have been so bad. What did you find in your pockets one day? I was thinking that. I keep wondering if I'm gonna do a full empty of my backpack. And if I backpack, my card is gonna be in there somewhere. I did take it apart already. I don't think it's in there. I think I just left it somehow. I'm late? Welcome! Welcome, Iggy! Better safe than sorry, yeah. And I did buy a lot of stuff. But funnily enough, most of it wasn't for me. I like to gift, so I was mainly trying to buy a lot of stuff for Olive. I found a lot of Chikawa stuff, because Olive really likes Chikawa. And a lot of Evangelion stuff. And a lot of Madoka Magica thing. And there was a good amount of movement stuff at a lot of markets. Except I'm not super into a lot of the movement stationery. I like it, but the movement had a lot of movement merch and stuff like calendars or shopping bags. And it's stuff that I wouldn't really use, so... Madoka Magica. Do you want to guess what Olive's favorite character is? Let me make sure I get her name right. I just wonder if anyone... Okay. Okay, can anyone guess? Can anyone guess? Nope, nope, nope. Nope, 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 nope. Nope. Nope, nope. Oh, yeah, someone got it. Spider! Sayaka. Sayaka Miki is Silas's favorite character. Sayaka. She's not the most popular, so it can be a little bit difficult to find merch of her. But I found an official acrylic standee, so I got her that. And then... Oh! Off topic, any plans to play Silk Song again? Maybe. I would like to. However, I do have to acknowledge that I'm reaching the part where things get a lot harder. And I'm very bad at the game, and it would just be a lot more of like watching me try to take 80 attempts to beat things again. Did you get us some souvenirs? Yes? I didn't really get much for myself! I don't know. Oh. My throat keeps getting scratchy. itchy. I hope I'm not coming down with anything. I don't feel sick. My throat keeps going. So, there are some things that I did get for myself. But the reason is because, I'm the gamer. I went to 2 different round 1s. Which, if you don't know what round 1 is, round 1 is like an arcade that does collabs with a lot of anime. So I went to 2 different round 1s. And they had a lot of like HoloLive GP merch. Primarily they had like plushies and hand puppet thingies. Still, yeah, they had a lot of hand puppets, and from what I saw, there was 4, and I got all 4 of them. So they had Marine, Miko, Suisei, and Sakura. And I managed to win all 4 of them, so now I have 4 of them. And I was thinking that I really want one of myself. I really want my own hand puppet like that. So, I'm gonna talk with Mari about seeing if we can get that done. She has some ideas, so I think it'd be a lot of fun. I also won a very cute Miku figure. And I think that's all I got for round 1. I was really surprised because round 1 was actually having a collab with Moomin. But the only thing for the collab was the card itself. So you could pay $7 extra to get a card that had the Moomin branding on it, but there was no Moomin merch. So I was like, what's the point? So I didn't get the card. I get all my Miku figures from round 1. They do have a lot of good Miku figures. I do just wish that they had more animes instead of the same 3 ones. Because all of the animes they ever have at round 1 is like One Piece and Boku no Hero Academia and Jujutsu Kaisen. I got the Miku plushie one from Ani Expo. Oh, they also have a lot of cute Miku plushies. No Musume merch, I know! I also don't have a round 1 where I live. So, I don't get to really go. But I'm happy that when I went this time that they had some stuff I was interested in. There will be some round 1 footage in the vlog too. I tried to film the cool places that I went to at least a little bit. You don't seem to have anything where you live? I don't! I have like 5 restaurants and like 3 grocery stores and then like nothing to do. I indeed do not have any sort of like anything to do here. Literally, if Olive and I go out somewhere and we want to have fun, we just have to go to Target or like Hobby Lobby. In the rare times that Olive and I actually go outside, we'll be like, I guess I'm gonna go to Target. Because we don't have anything to do! There's nothing to do here. But yeah, it would be nice if I lived somewhere that had more to do. Because even though I don't really like go out, I think it'd be nice to have somewhere to go sometimes. We don't even have a mall. Surely you can find a patch of wet dirt somewhere big mud pie. Mud pie vlog. Thank you guys all for your don't know messages. I'd like to read those closer to the end. Because again, I don't really want to interrupt the flow of convo, but I do appreciate them. Thank you. you're okay. I know you're sick. And I hope you guys are enjoying listening to my little stories. I don't know if I'm the best at recalling stories, but you know what? I always see people who do like they're like, here's a story time YouTube short. And I've always wanted to do those, but I never have any stories. Maybe I should do a story about the noodle lady. Do you think that would make a good YouTube short? I never have any stories. Yes? Okay. YouTube short about noodle lady. And then maybe I'll do one about the cafe. Speaking of the cafe, thank you so much to everyone that went to the cafe. It was such a good time. I was very, very, very happy to see everyone's like photos and videos, and I was happy that you guys went to hang out together afterwards. The cafe was so much fun. Yippee! Yippee! I know they already reached out for some other events they want to do together. I just wish that it wasn't all in the same town, but I met some waterkey pillows at the cafe. Yeah! Waterkey. I really want to have a pen light with me on screen, so that can be more of an option. Because I know the Mosa one, they've only been selling them in conventions. So I would like to have an online option for light stick. Have you had a chance to drink your cafe drink? Alright. You look nice today. Thank you. Thank you, Latin. Welcome back. Thank you, Crow. And let me think. What else did I do? What did I do? Okay. I got there. I got sushi. Yes, okay. I got to eat a lot of yummy food. As I always talk about, there's like nothing really to eat here. There's a few things that I like, and they're fun, but I also didn't get to go to the restaurants really. I just get to, order, which isn't the same as eating at a restaurant. So I was very, 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 very happy. Now, I actually got to go to a lot of restaurants and stuff like that. And most of the restaurants we went to were Asian places. Also, if you want to, let me get an example. I wonder how far you have to go. Hold on. Will this work? Give it a second. Come on. Almost there. Come on. No, not close enough. Not close enough. I was trying to see if I could poke myself with the... You can poke me if you want. I'm referring to the chat message. You can try to poke me if you want. I'll lean my head over. Just poke me. Ah, that one poked me. Yeah, poke me. Not long enough. Whoa, that one's a little bit too long. Ah! Poke me. Oh, that one's long. Anyways. Yes, I got to eat so much food. And wait, I feel like if you were good, if you were able to do it right, you can do something above my head. Like you can do like pointing down, or maybe somehow like give me bunny ears or something. I don't know, just thinking, because the messages are long enough. You have to do a good job at it though. Anyways, I'm getting distracted. Oh, you're gonna try to head past me? EDC. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I never really get to go to restaurants. So I was very happy to get to go to a lot of different restaurants and get to try a lot of stuff. And the first place that we went to was a sushi place. And it was very yummy. It was really interesting. So the sushi roll I got was one that had very, very, very thin lemon slices on top. With a really yummy sort of citrusy sauce. The lemon slices on top with a very yummy kind of citrus sauce. And the salmon was so fresh. It was very yummy. And then they also had gyoza. And the gyoza was so good. And that was super yummy. That was so yummy. And then also, well, after that we went to go back to home and just hang out and relax. I think I don't think we did anything after that because I had a long trip day. Because I was up super early and then traveling and stuff. So, and then, oh, and then in the morning, we went to a place that had I'm sorry I say so much Please forgive me how much I go and then we went to a place that specializes in eggs. And what I've got for breakfast, I tried not to get a big breakfast because I knew I wanted to eat a lot that day. So I got a potato and egg puree that you put on toast, and that was pretty yummy. And for a drink, I got a strawberry latte. That was very yummy. And then after that, we went to a massive mall. We went to like 3 different malls that day. And the first one was the one that had the round one. And we actually got there before opening because it was like 9 o'clock. And we went to round 1, and that's where I won my figure. And then after that, we went to the big mall, the huge mall. And oh my gosh, it was awesome. That's the one I lost my card at. But They had like onigiri, they had like a lot of drinks, and it was really weird. Because there's a lot of restaurants in the mall that had super long lines coming out of them. They had really long lines coming out of them. Welcome back, thank you. And I guess for those restaurants, I have to imagine there was some place that was like viral on like the TikToks or something. I don't really know. And they had a lot of anime stores in there. I didn't really find anything in there. There was actually one that I wanted to buy some stuff from, but no, there was no staff behind the counter, and I was too shy to ask, so we just left. And then the next mall that we went to is the one that had the mochi donuts and the cheesecake. And we didn't stay there because we'd already been walking around for hours, so our legs are tired. But that night we got... I'm thinking. Cause... you like them all? I'm struggling to remember. I'm struggling to remember what we did after that. Next day. Next day was the cafe. So we didn't go anywhere until the cafe. And then the whole cafe thing took about like 5 hours. Which is a lot longer than I thought it was gonna be. But there was like an hour of setting up. And then there was almost like 2 hours for the meet and greet. And then stuff afterwards. And then, I don't know. It's like 4 or 5 hours. And it was a lot of fun. I was really happy to see Pillows and take a lot of photos together. Pillows, thank you so much for coming. And thank you for being friends and talking to each other. Oh, and I want you to know. Staff, as usual, I feel like I need to let you know that staff was very happy with you guys. Okay? Staff was very happy with you. Staff said Pillows are very nice, very supportive, very sweet. And everyone I asked said that you guys were very nice. So thank you so much for your good behavior. Thank you for your good behavior. Staff gave us a good report card. Exactly. And there was Pillows there who had never gotten to socialize with other Pillows before. And they said that the Pillows had been nice to them so far. So thank you again. The host is really nice and fun to talk to. I'm very glad. I'm very proud of you guys. I'm very proud of the Pillows. I know that there are, unfortunately, a lot of fandoms out there that do not have the best reputation, or they end up with a lot of bad apples, but I'm very, very, very thankful that I have so many sweet Pillows who are so kind and accepting. Thank you. I'm glad that you all do your best. Thank you. And I hope that you always continue to try and accept other Pillows into the community and do your best to socialize, be polite, and just be good Pillows. I'm very proud of you, Pillows. I just wanted you to know that. I do kind of feel like I do kind of feel like a teacher, where the teacher is like, okay, bye class, I'm gonna be gone for a few days. Be nice to the substitute, and then I come back, and I say, hello, substitute. How are my students? And then the substitute is like, these are the best students I've ever taught. That's what it feels like. But thank you. Thank you for being amazing Pillows that are so kind. Thank you. My adorable baby! No, 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 no. And then, after the meet and greet, I don't think we did much that day. But we did get full. We did get full later. And it was very good. The broth was some of the best broth I ever had. We did get there very late though. But the broth is very good. And then the next day, we did a whole lot of fun stuff. Oh, you know what? I remember. We went to another area that had a lot of Japanese food. And I got to have pork katsu curry. It was my first time getting to have that. It was very yummy. But it did remind me, I greatly prefer chicken katsu over pork katsu. I don't know. Every time I have pork katsu, I keep thinking that chicken katsu is better. I think I just like chicken over pork. Sounds yummy. It was! It was so good! All trips include days where you don't do much. When I went to Paris, me and my dad had a day where we just slept for 16 hours. Goodness gracious! Welcome home, Pillow. Thank you, Mario. I don't think I've done pork katsu. Done chicken though. It was good. I think chicken katsu is one of my favorite foods. Oh, and of course, I did try takoyaki anytime I could. I had 3 different takoyakis, and for 3 different places. All of them were good. All of them very different. The place where I got the pork katsu from had smaller balls and no dashi flakes. They're a bit more tough, but they were good. The sauce is very yummy. The other place I got it from was more... It was inside like a mall area. And they were a bit bigger. And then... You know, I've been trying to remember where are the 3rd places that I got takoyaki? And I've not been able to remember. I just think that I had a 3rd place, but what if I did? What if I only had 2 takoyaki? I don't know. Let me get some more of my coffee. For gore. I for gore. I for gore. I for gore. Pillow Let me get some water. Hi, gentlemen. Welcome back. I'm sorry for being late. That's okay. Some more water. I am gonna order groceries today, since everything's empty. Olive didn't get her so many groceries while I was gone, so. Olive took care of herself, okay? I think so. Also, did Seaweed miss you? She didn't even care! She didn't even care! I kept asking Olive. I kept being like, did Seaweed do anything different? Did Seaweed miss me at all? And Olive was like, nope, exactly the same. And then when I came home, she wasn't even like rubbing all over me or anything. She didn't even care. She didn't even care. And I'm like, it's not fair. Because when Olive is gone, Kenny acts different. But whenever I'm gone, Stevie doesn't care. Relaxidor. Relaxidor. You know what I'm super excited for tomorrow? I'm super excited for Pokemon. I have been looking forward to Pokemon ZA for so long. Ever since they did the first teaser, where it was just like the logo. I have been dying for this game to come out. I am such a Pokemon nerd. I am so excited. I really want to play it like this time tomorrow, but I don't want to mess up the usual schedule for, you know, I don't want to mess up the usual schedule, but I'm very excited. Ah! Costco is delivering mine today. Whoa. I did see a few girls playing it early, but I don't know how they got it early. Do you plan on playing it for a while? Yes. I would love to say like 5 hours, but knowing me, my throat's gonna get tired at like 3. As usual. So very excited. Ha 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 ha. I actually will probably end up playing it for comfy morning, to be honest with you. I'll probably end up playing it on comfy morning. Just because I also have the next 2 weeks are gonna be busy. I say busy, but more than I have everything planned out already for the next 2 weeks. I'm checking my calendar. So, haha. Yeah, I'm gonna avoid looking at anything about it on Twitter. I am going into it blind. I'm trying to think about what we can talk about on my trip. It was my first time meeting Mari. Even though I've known her for a lot of years. She's very sweet. Very sweet, Mari. Aww. And... oh, how was my flight? Oh, you know what? I'm extremely thankful that everything went well. Extremely grateful. Because I am so used to everything going wrong with my flights. I'll miss a flight, I'll be home a day late, I'll this and that. Because the last 2 times that I went on trips, things got canceled on the last days. Remember? When I went to go see Jazzy, I had to stay another day. When I went to go see my grandma, I had to stay another 3 days. And so, although I wouldn't have necessarily like been too mad about staying another day with Mari, I was homesick, I was pillow sick. I really just wanted to come home. I was very eager to come home. So I'm very glad that nothing happened and there was no delays, because I'm so used to my stuff having a lot of delays. I remember you staying in a short layover. Yes, on the first day, I had like a 15-minute layover, and the craziest thing happened. I've never had this happen before. But I landed in the same gate that I was leaving from. Never had it happen before. I got off of my plane, I looked at my phone, and I was like, okay, where do I have to go? I looked up, same flight. I was like, what? So the one time that my layover was super short, it was in the same gate, so that was crazy. But yeah, aside from the flights being super long and stuff, it went good. I downloaded. Oh. I finally watched K-pop Demon Hunters. I downloaded it to watch during my flight. I finally watched it. Because I know that a lot of pillows have been like, watch it. So I finally watched it. I liked it. I thought that it was really cute. Though, personally, I feel like the movie might have benefited from being a bit longer. I feel like there was a little bit of, like... I don't know. I wish I had a little bit more time to grow attached to some of the characters. Just so the stuff at the end was more impactful. But... it was my favorite. Why am I forgetting her name? The cute one. She is my favorite. I forgot what her name is though. Zoe! Yes, Zoe was my favorite. I really like Zoe. I found her a bit relatable. And, I like this song. I'm not really the type that listens to K-pop though. So, the music wasn't like super my thing, but I did find it catchy and nice. And I really loved the animation. I liked that they were very expressive with it. That doesn't narrow it down. I said the cute one because it was their defining traits. They're like, Zoe is the cute one. The red hair one is the mean one, or like the stubborn one. And then the main one is the beautiful main one. That's like their defining traits. But I really liked it. Hi, hello, Mother World. I liked it. I thought it was cute. I really liked the romance plot that was going on. Like I said, though, I did just wish I had a little bit more time to fester on it. I will say, I don't think that it needs a second movie. Am I wrong for saying that? Of course, congrats to the people who are really into it and are getting a second movie. But it wasn't one that it was a type of movie that I felt like it just works with one movie. And a second movie isn't really required. Because the lore was all very simple and easily explained. The characters all defined. It's fine if it continues. But I just think that it does well enough on its own. I just didn't really feel like it needs a second movie, but... Not that it's a bad thing at all. I can't imagine how the story would continue. Yeah, I was kind of thinking that too. Like, I can kind of imagine what they might do. This might be a little bit of a spoiler. So if you don't want spoilers, just mute me for a second. When I'm done talking about the spoilers, I'll be fast. I'll do this. I'll go. I'll do this, and then you'll know. Okay. I feel like in order to continue it, because they had the thing with the crow and like the cat like kind of disappearing a little. I almost feel like it's gonna be revealed in some way that the love interest that I also can't remember the name of is somehow gonna come back. I feel like for the second movie they're gonna bring him back. I feel like, yeah, Gino. No, I feel like they're gonna bring back Gino. Even though he was dead, I just feel like they're gonna bring him back. And since I can talk about spoilers right now, Gino's death wasn't that impactful for me. Because although I really loved his story, Gino, I think, was actually one of my favorite characters. Because I thought that his story was pretty sad, and I did like it though. I did like it though. Sorry, texted me. I did like it though, but I felt like I needed to like him more. I feel like I needed more time to develop Gino and to just see him more. Because I thought that the story was fun. I thought that he had a good story. I really liked the whole thing with the sacrifice. I thought that he was nice and like empathetic. It was a very simple story, but it worked. But whenever he sacrificed himself, I kind of just felt nothing. I don't know. I just feel like I needed to have more with him to feel more impacted by it. But I do feel like somehow in the next movie they're gonna bring him back. But yeah, I liked it. I thought it was very cute. But I'm done now, so. trying to get them to come back. Oh, we're done. So yeah, that's what I think. But again, I liked it. I liked the music. I think that if someone's looking for a cute animated movie to watch, it's totally fine to watch. Yeah. I don't really have anything about my flights themselves to report. Usually, I feel like on my flights I have something to be like, oh, something happened. But the flights themselves, oh, I do have one thing, but it's kind of still nothing. On my very first flight. Did you try the airplane food? I've never had airplane food, actually. They hand out snacks, but those are just snacks. But I've never had airplane food before. Oh, Stan! I miss you too! But. The only thing that happened that kind of freaked me out was on my first flight. I've never had this happen before. They took off at a very steep angle. Usually, I feel like when they take off, it's kind of like a slowly going up, and you do feel a bit of pressure. But, like, I felt like I was almost backwards. I feel like it was almost, like it was so steep that I got scared. It was, my entire body was pressed against the chair. It was very steep, very backwards. It was going super fast. It was very scary. It was so sudden, too. Because, like, usually it's more like a slow progression upwards. But it felt like they were just going straight up right away. It was just so fast, I got scared. But yeah, that's the only thing. That's not really anything, though. I just remember that was pretty nerve-wracking. And must have made your ears pop like crazy. It did. But my other flights are very typical. I didn't really have anything else to report. On my last flight, I was very cramped, though. It was only about 2 hours, so I was able to handle it. And then, it's a new sound. Does it sound like a phone? What I'm doing? I'm closing my mouth So my mouth is fully closed and I'm humming, so I'm going. But then inside of my mouth, I'm getting my tongue and sort of lifting it up and down, like against my teeth, so going. New stem unlocked? You're probably right. You're gonna hear this one for a while. I unlocked a new stem. And what else happened? I really try to keep my head down. Anytime I go to places where it is not my place, I don't know how to word it. But whenever I was going to places like the Asian, like supermarket or similar places, I really try not to talk much. I very much keep my hands in front of myself, my head more down, and I try to be respectful. I very much try not to exist or make my presence known. Because, like I said, anytime I go somewhere that is not a place that I don't know, I try to not to be a bother or disrespectful in any ways. Yeah, I try not to come off as a tourist, I guess. Because I don't want to be another tourist just barging into this place that isn't really for me and being loud and disrespectful and causing a ruckus, even if it is a bit louder. I try to keep to myself. So when I travel to places, I try to be very invisible. Very demure. I love going to Asian supermarkets. I do too. A long time ago, when I was a lot younger, we did have some mini little Asian markets where I lived. I never really got to go. And I really wish that we had one here. Because both Olive and I eat a lot of Asian food and use a lot of Asian ingredients when we cook. However, we don't have anything like that. So we don't get to really use it much. Luckily, there are some websites online where you can shop Asian ingredients. Like dashi base and miso powder and stuff like that. But it is definitely more expensive and not as fun as just going to the store. Having one nearby is a blessing. I think the closest one that I have is like 40 minutes away. It's very unfortunate. The curse of being a weeb in America. I don't think I'm a weeb. Am I? I started making my own natto. Oh, I kinda isn't. How hard is it to make natto at home? Because you have to do fermenting, don't you? Pillow not a weeb? I mean, I guess I am a weeb. I just didn't label myself. Yum, yum, yum. Point taken! Point taken! Okay! Point taken! Point taken! I hear you! Point taken. Yeah. My Little Pony otaku. You know, there was like no My Little Pony merch anywhere I went, except for one store that had some old My Little Pony trading cards for a really good price. It was like $3 for one pack. I almost bought them too. I was thinking about it. I was staring at the cards for a long time, but I realized that it would kind of just take up space, so My Little Pony mentioned I kind of want to do FIM rewatch now. I did too. I honestly might do. I really want to do a watch along for some of my favorite episodes. We could have done an opening. It wouldn't have been enough though. It wouldn't have been enough though, because I wouldn't need to buy a whole bunch of packs. I really want to do more Pokemon card openings. It's just so expensive. And I was saving up for this trip too. I spent a lot of money this trip. I don't know how much. I feel like in total I probably spent like $800. Maybe more like 700 or 600 or something. But the thing is that Mari was making me mad because she kept insisting to also pay for things. I kept being like, okay, gonna pay for dinner. And then she'd be like, no, I'm paying. And then we fight about it. I kept telling her, I was like, I am going to pay. And she just was so refusing. Made me mad. Hi, hello, Stinky Fingers. Stinky Fingers, why are your fingers stinky? But yeah, I feel like whenever we went to restaurants and got more of a meal, it was usually like $60 to $80. Cause we would buy multiple things, cause I wanted to splurge on food. Specifically, I wanted a lot of food, so most of the time for the two of us, between the two of us, it'd be like $80, $6.70, somewhere between $60 to $80. But then, like I said, I didn't really spend money on myself aside from food. The most I spent on myself was just the round one. And then there was a gachapon thing, a gachapon store. I spent like $12 on and I got a little Snufkin charm. And then I got 2 Holo GP mini charms too. And I got Karoni. But yeah, haha. So, aside from the round one and gachapon, I don't think I even bought anything for myself. I think the rest of the stuff I bought was for Olive. Anything from the zoo? No. Hold on. I really wanted to. This is not really I guess it is a spoiler a little. But we had to leave, or we were at the zoo for as long as we thought that we would be. We had a few hours left over, basically. So we were in a rush to go to another location. And because of that, we didn't stop by the souvenir shop. I got priced out of Pokemon cards and decided to get back into Yu-Gi-Oh cards instead. That is much smarter. It'll be much cheaper. Oh, ew, you got a gifted. How was the weather on the day that you went? Was it raining? Yes, unfortunately. it wasn't raining for like the first 2 hours. But then the rain picked up, and very sadly, we were not able to go to the last area because they wouldn't allow us to while it was raining. So that's why we were able to leave early because of the rain. Very sad. So there's a part of the zoo we didn't get to see because of the rain. That was very sad. That's a shame, yeah! I was so sad! In hindsight, we should have... I don't know, I didn't think that the rain would shut that area down. If I knew, it would have been the first place that we went, but I had no clue. I hope it wasn't that hard of rain? Apparently the state isn't super used to rain, and so... The rain... There was like ponds on the street and stuff. But yeah, that's unfortunate, but we went somewhere else. I will say the place that we went to was not worth it. It was like a tourist trap. Not the zoo. The zoo was amazing. The zoo was super awesome, and they took such good care of the animals at the zoo. And I will recommend that people also, like, you guys go to the zoo if you ever can. They seem to genuinely love their animals, but the place we went afterwards felt a little bit like a tourist trap. And we went there, and we were laughing because it was another animal place. Much smaller, of course. We didn't even expect it to be that small. It was very small. We knew that it'd be small, but not as small as it was. Also, Rock, thank you. Thank you so much for popping in. Get this. The second place that we went to, one of their exhibits, it was a very small tank. One of their exhibits was a freaking squirrel. A squirrel for just outside. It was just a squirrel. It was just a squirrel. And, you know, I saw a lot of squirrels outside while I was there. They just had a squirrel! They're just squirrels outside! They just went outside, they grabbed a squirrel, and threw it into a tank, and they were like, now we got a squirrel. Ah! What? They probably said it was 1 in a million and no. If they didn't even try to hide it, they put the state name. See, this is the reason I also know that it was for tourists. Because a lot of the animals there were just from the state, and then they would have state... It said like state squirrel. Can I put my PillowDear plushie in the microwave? No. No, you may not. Hold on. Is Miss Olive texting me? But yeah, it was very surprising. I was so confused. I was so confused. Was it even in a state park area? No. I would not recommend going. I felt really bad too. Because I can't actually, I can't talk about it. I don't feel too much, but it was terrible. Don't go. I regret giving them my money. It was like $30 per person too. I like $30 per person. And we only had, so it closed at 5. And we got there around 3. So we're like, okay, we have 2 hours, let's make the most of it. We're not even in there for an hour. I think we're in there for like 40 minutes. Maybe I feel like it was even maybe 30, but I think 40 is safer. I just can't recommend it to anybody. I will include it in the vlog, of course. But I wasn't a big fan of how they took care of some of their animals, so I think I will blur the name of the place that I went to just to not advertise them. Because I feel like some of the animals definitely should have had better care. Can I give my pillow plushie lots of hugs and cuddles? Yes! This is a requirement. If you own Pillow Plushie, you are required to give her lots of hugs. No. Is this the same zoo or a different zoo? It was not a zoo. It was, I'll just reveal. It was a little aquarium. About, like, 15 miles away, so it was not the same place, no. Your pillow plush still hasn't come yet? Dang, that sucks. It's been a while, too. Aquarium with a squirrel? Yeah, that is really weird. Aquarium with a squirrel. Wait, don't get me wrong. Like, the Georgia aquarium that I went to, they even had, like, bugs and lizards. So, aquariums can have some other animals in them, but... My pillow plush got sent back to makeshift. No! That sucks! I'm so sorry. That's terrible. An aquarium with a squirrel? That's literally just SpongeBob. That's true. That's true. Your nurse is missing Megatron. What happened? I went to an aquarium with a bunch of birds in it. Yeah! Yeah, there is one in Texas. It's a pretty big aquarium. I think it's a state aquarium. And on the top floor, they have a whole, like, giant atriary. Is that what it's called? And you get to walk around it, and it has a lot of birds. It's pretty awesome. If you live in Texas and you ever go on a trip, I would recommend going to a state aquarium. I would like to revisit it someday, to be honest with you. But, you know, I am very excited that I get to release another vlog. It is a bit of, something I really love to do. I think it's such a fun form of content to make, and I'm not really in a position where I can do it often, but... I'm very thankful that I'm able to. I'm late? That's okay. Autonomous too. Welcome. But again, I'm just excited that you're back, Pillows. The vlog, let me check my calendar. The vlog will take a little while to release. I still gotta figure out when my cover's gonna come out, because now that I'm back, I do need to finish singing it. Since I didn't get to finish before I left. But the vlog will be coming out next month. I just don't know when. Just sometime next month. I don't know when though. Sometimes next month. Oh, and Mari also is a better phone than me. So she took a lot of videos for me to use. They're much more high quality. I think a lot of my videos, because we both were using our phones, but a lot of the footage I filmed is not super high quality. Just because I don't have like the best phone ever. But she made sure to take some videos too, so she has some really high quality stuff. And I am asking her to draw the thumbnail again. Because if you don't know, never mind. I'm glad she held it too. Yeah! My favorite aquarium fish is stingrays. I like stingrays too. If you've never been to the Georgia Aquarium, I would go. I would definitely go. Because at the Georgia Aquarium, they have giant manta rays. And oh my gosh, they're so beautiful. I have never seen manta rays in my life, and I don't know if other aquariums have them, but they're just so beautiful. I would go if it wasn't halfway across the world. I think that there's bigger aquariums around Europe. Are you dreaming you pinched me? No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I want to see one. Don't worry, oranges. I will make it happen. I heard the door. It's coming. I liked it every single time we do these earlier streams. I'm always like, oh, here comes Olive. It's just the timing. I don't know, maybe she'll come say hi. I can sit and watch the stingrays in that room in your aquarium video forever. I know! It was so beautiful. I was really thankful that I was able to be there near the end when it was closing, because it's like the best attraction in the aquarium, and because of that, it was always full of kids and stuff, which is fine. But it was a bit hard to enjoy the peaceful serenity of it all. Why are you calling for her? The entire video is super calming? I hope that the vlog is calming too. Oh, right, the Laboobos. The Laboobos. Okay. Genuinely. Genuinely. Before my trip, I have never seen a single Labubu. Never. Never seen a Labubu before. As you know, I'm not really the type to be too brain rotty. I'm not really always like, oh, memes. I'm not really like, oh, memes and whatnot. But so I've just never seen a Labubu before and whatnot. And after I went on my trip, I've seen so many Labubus. I went to the malls, Labubus everywhere. I went to Asian stores, Labubus. I went to normal store, Labubu. Genuinely, I feel like every single store that I went to, Labubu. I also saw, we went into a store that had like bootleg Labubus, and I filmed this specific Labubu. It was a Hatsune Miku Labubu. They had a Hatsune Miku Labubu. Yes, a Hatsune Miku Labubu. I filmed it. I don't know if I filmed other Labubus, because I wasn't really that interested, but I made sure to film them so I could show you. Specifically the Hatsune Miku Labubu. But yeah. Before my trip, never seen a single one. After my trip, I feel like I saw 500. I feel like almost every single store that I went into, there was at least like one Labubu. Wait, what? I would like to make it known that my local Steak and Shake is giving out what? What? Pillow Labubu? I don't think pillows are really the type that are into Labubus either. I know that I've seen some of my other, you know, like my VTuber friends. They've had like their friends make Labubu versions of them, but I don't think I'm really the type. I didn't even know, what was it, 6, 7? I still don't really know what that is, but I don't really know about these things. I don't really know. But yeah, pillows don't really seem like the... You guys, I know that some pillows have brain rot, but you're not super brain rot though. Hello, uncle. Why? Okay, why do people say UNC for uncle? Unk? I understand when you guys say unk, you're saying uncle. But so why unk? What is unk? Unk dear is crazy because it's shorter. Hag? Oh, I'm not a hag. I don't think I could ever have the term hag. I feel like I've never been described as such. Also, just because I'm not, I'm not nearly one. The youth of today cannot spare their attention to write the full word. Oh, a lot of pillows are older though. We have a pillow who even has a daughter. Shout out to all of my pillows that are over the age of 30. You're 78? Oh, Sugoi. Sugoi. Some people on the internet will see someone who looks 30 and call her a hag. I don't really know much about that hag culture. I don't really know when someone is to be considered a hag. Whoa! 2 Pillows said they're 17! Thermos and Ralphie! You two are friends now. Hag sounds mean. It does sound like a bit of a mean word. It sounds a little bit rude. I'm almost 31. Ah, Sugoi! Sugoi. Okay, you don't have to all say your ages, Pillows. 32 next month. Sugoi! 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 Pillow, stop! Haven't you heard? Haven't you heard that you're not supposed to reveal your age on the internet? This is how you get your identity stolen. You should know better. You should know better. Don't dox yourself, Pillows. I'm 4. 2 Pillows are 4 years old. This is so interesting. Okay, I do have a question though. How old were you when you can remember? When you can remember your first thought? Like, do you remember how old were you during your first memory? Cause my answer is 4. My first memory is my 4th birthday. 3, 5, 3 or 4, 3, 3, 3, 4, 2! Are you even conscious in here too? 3 or 4 or 5. Okay, so I'm noticing the average age for remembering your first memory is 3 and 4. Because mine was 4. I don't know if I've ever told this. It's not really interesting. But my first ever memory was now that I'm thinking about it, I wonder if this is like a kind of like a trauma thing even. Because my first memory, genuinely, I don't know how to explain it. My first memory was waking up on my 4th birthday. And the reason that I'm saying I don't know if it's like that is because whenever I woke up on my 4th memory, my 4th birthday, the reason that I remember this so specifically is because everything before that was black. I don't mean looking back on it. I don't mean like, oh, I can't remember anything before that. I mean that genuinely, I remember waking up on my 4th birthday and I couldn't remember anything. I had not a single memory. I woke up. I knew my mom's name. I knew my family's name. But I didn't have a single memory with any of them. I couldn't remember anything about my mom. I couldn't really remember anything about my grandma. I couldn't remember anything. But yeah, you gain consciousness. It literally felt like that. It felt like that. I remember that so specifically. Just waking up on my 4th birthday and not having a single memory before that. It was a really weird feeling because of course that was a very long time ago. Oh, Eternal! I just got here. How are you? I'm good. We're talking about memories right now. Talking about my first memory. I do remember very specifically everything being black and then opening my eyes and seeing my room. And of course, it was such a long time ago. It was very long ago, of course, but nothing was there. And then suddenly I was alive. I feel like, I don't know, I'm trying to elaborate that it isn't me just not remembering anything before. Not me right now being like, oh, I just don't remember anything from when I was 3. Like literally waking up when I was 4 years old and not having a single memory. Isn't that crazy? Everything was just black. And I remember the weird feeling of getting up and going to see my mom, and I just couldn't remember anything about her except that she was my mom. And I remember being in this very weird state where I was talking to everyone, but it felt like I was talking to them for the first time. And I don't think I'll ever forget that because it was so weird. And I didn't tell anyone. I didn't tell my mom like, oh, I don't remember you. Because I did know who she was. I did know that she was my mom. But for some reason, I felt like if I told anyone, that would have caused some sort of stress, or like it was a secret no one was supposed to know. So I never told anyone that I couldn't remember. Hmm. You basically were your first time with the ability to save data. Yeah, it was really weird. And then after that, I had from what I can remember, my first nightmare. And I had nightmares every night for years afterwards. And it was so hard for me to sleep that I would just like sit in the corner of my room and cry. So, yeah. Did you eventually remember just learn it as your mom? No, like I said, I knew who she was. I'd met my grandma and I knew this is my grandma. When I went to go see my mom, I knew this is my mom. I knew who everyone was. I just couldn't remember anything with them or like about them. But yeah, that was really weird. So that was odd. And I did wonder why that happened to me. I had to have the light on, not because it was scary or anything, just because it seemed wrong to be in the dark. Yeah. I used to sleep on the couch because having the TV on was comforting. Brunch loves food. Hello, I love food too. Well, I was gonna say it could be a false memory based on your current perception. No, because that could be the case, but it's not. And I know it's not because I've told the story a lot of times. Growing up, I would always tell people that I knew about this. And eventually I did tell my mom. And she was just like, oh, that's weird. I'm trying to think what else happened on my trip. What else I ate? Oh, I ate a dish that was kind of gross. It's actually the last thing that I ate. So it was very late. And we wanted to go ahead and go to a restaurant. And it was a sushi place, but it wasn't like a family-owned sushi place, which is the issue. Because most of the sushi that we got before were more like niche, like family-owned, or like in something felt more authentic. But we went to a place that felt a lot more corpo. And I decided to try this weird thing on the menu because I was like, you know what? Last meal, I'm gonna try something that's like different. And it was some sort of baked sushi roll, which I've never had a baked sushi roll before. It's fried, but the sushi, it was baked. And on top of it was scallops. And the baking of it made the sushi, like the weird texture. And the scallops are very good. I don't know. It was definitely weird. It wasn't gross, but I didn't eat it all. Hi, Pillows and Pillows. Hello, Flyer Hill. Do I hear sushi? I'm hungry. Ah, I'm always hungry. That sounds good. I still think the sushi roll that I had on the first day with the little lemon slices was so good. We were gonna go back there initially, but they were closing in like 30 minutes. So we didn't get that one, but I really wanted to. I didn't have as much sushi, but most of what I ate was like Asian. Mostly Japanese though. And one of the days, I got a lychee milkshake, and that was really good. Hi, Pillow. Welcome back. Thank you, Legendary. The food tastes better if you order right before they close. Yeah, but we wouldn't really get there in time. And Mari and I like to talk. Mari and I are really good at talking to each other, which usually I'm pretty awkward. But Mari's always been easy to talk to. Mm. So anytime we went to a restaurant, we would just sit there and talk a lot. We spent a lot of time talking. Hello, Coffee. You're making me hungry now. You're making me hungry. I'll eat you. I'm so glad Mari's been nice to you. Mari is one of the nicest people I've ever met. She's a very sweet girl, and I've known her for a very long time. Her and Olive aren't friends, but I've known them for about the same amount of time. They're the two people I think I've known the longest. I've always struggled to eat sushi correctly due to fearing a choke on it. No! How? Are you worried about just eating it in one bite? I don't. I usually eat sushi pieces in 2 bites. But I also think I have a bit of a small mouth. Hi, Pillow. Welcome back. I already said hi, Legendary. Take your time with it, yeah. When I used to first eat sushi, I also thought that you had to eat it in 1 bite. But trust me, it's okay to eat it in 2 bites. No one's gonna come for you. I always eat sushi in 1 bite. You got a big mouth. Hi, Pillow. Welcome back. Thank you, Legendary. It's not against the law? No. Oh. So, Pillow, because I've only found your channel recently, what is coming back thing? Oh, I was gone for 5 days because I went on a trip to film a vlog at the zoo. And the vlog will be posted around next month because I need to do all the editing and stuff and the artwork needs to get done. But yeah, welcome. I was gone. I was on a trip. I'm really happy Pillow's back. I'm happy too. I'm happy too. I miss Pillows a lot. I was always, when I fall asleep at night, I was like, I miss Pillows. And thank you, Pillows, for, posting about me while I was gone. And the Pillows that drew me artwork and stuff. Thank you. I really appreciate it. It was really nice to come back, too. I haven't been able to catch many streams lately, but I'm glad I'm here now. I'm glad you're here now, too! Let me put my sweater on. I haven't eaten yet. I woke up really late today. Usually, I wake up like an hour or 2 earlier than I did. But I think that super long trip I did yesterday just made me so tired. No, whenever I sleep that long, usually it does make my head hurt. So I have had a bit of a headache waking up. But talking with Pillows has made it feel better. I love you, Pillow. I'm really happy that you missed me. It's a bit dumb, but it feels nice to know that while I was gone, I was missed. Thank you. And it might also be a little bit silly, but whenever pillows I usually see around are gone, I get worried. I'm not gonna point anyone out, but I do just get happy whenever those pillows that haven't been around for a while come back. I thought about you every day. I'm happy, Noda. Well, grateful to have a fun trip. Hopefully it was so... Yeah, it was fun. I hope it's okay, that I have been a bit more of a calm energy for most of the time. I hope that it's okay. Oh. Wow. 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 We're not gonna wrap up, but I would like to go ahead and read stuff like memberships that I missed and stuff like that. Since I said it would, I want to. I just wanted to make sure that we get a lot of time to talk first. So I'm gonna go ahead and read the memberships and stuff and the supers that I missed, okay? Ahem. The Deed Man, welcome to Little Pillow. Alexander, welcome to Little Pillow. Red and Main, welcome, welcome. Aesthetic Rex, welcome, welcome. Beach Salad, welcome, welcome. False Inquisition, welcome, welcome. The Meme Encore, welcome, welcome. Syrup, welcome, welcome. Rice Kex, welcome, welcome. Rice Stout, Rice Kex and Rice Stout, must be friends. Welcome, welcome. Bendy, welcome, welcome. Coricito, welcome, welcome. Oh, I don't know how to say that. Welcome. Zach, welcome, welcome. Alex, welcome, welcome. Phoenix, thank you so much for the 20 members. Alexis, hello, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed your trip. You're taking it easy, lol. I am right here. Thank you for the 7 months. Friendly Elephant, thank you for the gifted. Nevelocity, thank you for 10 months. Welcome back, thank you. Ordinary, thank you so much for 2 months. Thank you. Savage Fisherman, thank you for 5 months. I have achieved my silly goal of putting a hat on a fish. What? You put a hat on a fish? Oh, I see it in your profile picture. That is... Mr. Chicken, thank you so much for the gifted. Mustache, welcome to Pillow Pillow. And then Eno deprived the super chat. I'm sorry! I felt a little bit bad if I had super chats enabled and I wasn't reading them right away, so... Pendo, thank you so much for 2 months. Unga Bunga, Uga Booga. Thank you so much for 1 month. Ooga shaka, ooga shaka, ooga shaka, ooga, ooga, ooga shaka, ooga, ooga, ooga shaka, ooga, ooga. Ooga shaka. I am Zorak. Thank you so much for 7 months. Thank goodness. Oh yes, I wish you that you get better, and I'm sorry that you're sick. Demonic Narwhal. Thank you so much for 13 months. The middle of nowhere life definitely hits different. Not always in a good way, but yes. The Deed Man! Thank you for the upgrade. Cyber, thank you for the gifted. And Polygon, welcome, welcome! Thank you, everyone! And now for... That was a cute nickname! Or is it okay they call you that? Now for the super. Oh wow, Pillow sent a lot. I didn't realize. The Pillow sending the message we all got shadow banned. I am very curious what that was about. Whoa! Custom voice message! We haven't gotten one of those in a long time! Oh, Tostaka, thank Thank you. Oh no, where'd it go? But Pillow, yes, I am so sorry. I don't know why it silenced you guys there. Void Pillow. Boo! CJ, good morning and welcome back. I hope your trip was a lot of fun. Cannot wait for you to tell everyone about it. I'm patiently waiting for the vlog now. Yes, must be patient. Thank you, CJ. Remember your spoiler avoidance protocols. Till then, Pilly. Pilly? Is Pilly a new nickname? Pilly? Anonymous. It's been over a year since that time we had the short My Little Pony intro episode marathon watch along. And then one of the most emotional memories ever. Yeah, that was awkward. I got taken down. Undead Wolf. It makes me happy hearing all about the fun stuff you got to do on your trip. So excited for the vlog when it's ready. It's been lonely without you. It was lonely without Pillow still. Really miss chatting like this. Welcome home, Pillow. Thank you, Wolf. I'm happy to get to talk too. I have one day came back even a tiny bit of how much love and happiness you let me feel whenever you're here. I love you too! Anonymous? My parents for some reason decided the best thing to do, or best thing to make me stare at every night was the worst clown portrait possible! What? How you're scared of clowns? Don't worry. I will never become a clown. I will never incite your trauma. Phoenix, welcome back, darling. Hope you had a good time. Got to do some fun things and eat some yummy food. Yes! I had an amazing time. Thank you. Oh, this! We do your cards on Discord and Twitter. We missed you so much. I cannot wait to see. I am so excited. Ah! You guys are so sweet. Whenever you do the card things for me, I get so emotional. Anytime you guys make the cards, you always write the most sweet messages, and I go, ooh. Thank you. I can't wait to look at it. And Tostaka, I am overjoyed you had a fun and safe trip. Glad you made happy memories. Can't wait to see the vlog. Miss you so much. I missed you too. Thank you, Tostaka. And if you think of the voice message that you like, just let me know. Which I would say right now on stream, so just let me know. Made Sakura a spider. Thank you so much for 5 months. Pillow, Pillow, Pillow. Welcome home, Lady Pillow. Hope you had a wonderful trip. I did. Thank you. Wow, all that talking like that made my jaw tired. Around my jaw. When I talk a lot like that really fast and do that, my jaw always gets a bit tired. I thought you were eating? No. Just rubbing my jaw. Oh, also, I have a question. I saw 2 different posts that I was tagged in. And the posts were stuff like, this is your VTuber, or this is your birth month and your VTuber. And I was really confused. Because although they were made by separate people, both of them puts me as August. Do I feel like August or something? Why am I in August? Why did they both put me as August? I don't understand. Do I give August vibes? Huh? Hi there, I'm finally here today. Hello, Tyler. Welcome, welcome. one where every month is pillow. Your pillow, and your pillow, and your pillow. We all know it's February. I mean, I figured to give February vibes. And it's also when my birthday is. But I guess I give August vibes. The two separate people made me August. On Friday, you watched a movie and it terrified and scared me. And on Sunday, it's my dad's birthday. I'm sorry that you had a scary movie. Are you okay, Tyler? My birthday's in August, so that's like a win for me. Yeah! Happy birthday. My birthday's in February. Oh, same month. I met you all with August people. Interesting. I need another stretch. I kind of slept on my neck weird, so... Hi, Pillow and Pillows. Hello, Monica Butterfly. I am September, about as far away as February as you can get. September, October, November, December, January, February, and then February, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. Yeah, you're 7 months one way and 5 months the other way, so... I'm really tired today. I just got back from school. Aww. Yeah, go ahead and take a nap. Your birthday is 3 days before Xmas. Oh. Does that make things difficult for you? Because your birthday being before Xmas. I'm assuming that people do the thing where they used to combine your gifts on Christmas or something. Did I do that? Yeah. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry. I even wonder if I have more stories to tell. I feel like I have more to talk about them. So... You know, it was really interesting that Chikawa was kind of like, so I would almost say, this is gonna sound insane, I would almost say that, so I saw the boo-boos in like every store, but every like Japanese store that I went to had a bunch of Chikawa. I would compare them in the quantity. Like every single Japanese store I went into had so much Chikawa. That's the better version? I agree. I'm just saying that there was so much of both of them. Is that basically the Japan equivalent? I would say so. Except Chikawa has like a whole manga and show and all of that kind of stuff. So Chikawa is very different. And I wouldn't really say as much brain rot either. Whereas Lapilla is a big like economy money thing. The Japanese market details went to afterwards had a Chikawa lunchbox for sale. That's so cute! Yeah, you guys went to was it Mitsuwa? Mitsuwa? I think it's where you went. Was it Mitsuwa? That's what Mitsuwa. Yeah, you went to Mitsuwa, right? Oh, I did buy one thing for myself. I was talking about how I didn't really buy much for myself. I found a small little Snufkin enamel pin that I bought. And I put it on my bag. It was like $8 because a lot of times, like movement stuff is actually usually expensive, which is very unfortunate. Oh, did Neon Shrine already sell out of all of the online merch? Really? Oh wait, no. I see that they just have them categories there. Okay, I will send this. Here, if you're interested in buying the merch from the Neon Shrine, the cafe event, they have some available for sale. They have the standees, the coasters, and the checkies. But when I made my checkie, because the checkies are pre-made, I tried to make mine super cute. I wanted to make it colorful. So I went and I used a lot of fun colors. I don't know. I just tried to make my chickie very fun. So I hope that you like it. Are they limited? Yes. Because I think it's the leftovers from the cafe. But that is the merch that they're selling at the cafe. So I know that some pillows were interested and they wanted to make sure that they were notified whenever it became available online. So I wanted to just go ahead and send it here just in case. And the staff are all very nice. I had a very good time. If you had to try my drink, how was it? How was my drink? Was it okay? It was so good! Yeah! Sweeter than I'm used to. It tasted like a cinnamon coffee biscuit. Oh. I couldn't go unfortunately, but the drink sounded yummy. That's okay, Noda. That's okay, Noda. It's amazing. I like the caffeine in it from as well. I'm happy that you liked it. I'm very happy that you liked it. I am sorry because I know that some of the pillows that came to my meet and greet said they didn't do well with caffeine. So if that was you, I'm very sorry. But I saw that no one else had a caffeine option, so I wanted to provide. A kick to your soul. I will say for the other event that they reached out to me about, what they want to do does not have caffeine. And it does look very cute. There won't be merch for it though, is what I'm told. There will be an item that you can order to consume. I wanted to go, unfortunately, and live on the other side of the continent. I'm sorry! I will say, let me... When is the date for this? This year, I do have a convention that I cannot say because it's not confirmed in blood yet. But I do have a convention that is not on the northeast, that is not on the west coast. I have a convention on the east coast, northeast, east coast. So I will say that because I know a lot of pillows are not over there on the west coast. What about having one in Texas? I talk about this all the time, but I'm kind of... It's just a matter of hoping that the opportunity comes to me. I'm not the biggest like VTuber, or I don't have the most eyes on me or anything, so it's all about like luck and hoping for the best when it comes to conventions and opportunities and where I get to go. So I do want something in Texas, but I have to wait for the opportunity to come to me. I will always look, but I have to hope that I can do it. But I would like to do something in Texas, and just hoping that it will be possible for me too. It's just that there's not as many opportunities in Texas, or just in the mid areas like the Midwest, the Mid-Americas, are not as many opportunities for me. Most stuff tends to be on the West Coast. I don't hear many cons in Texas. Yeah! And then there was one that I was interested in, but I don't think they're able to provide VTuber support. But don't worry, Pillows! I will always try to go everywhere I can for you. Always. By the way, what is the price of the Pokemon game? Please tell me it's not $80. Because Mario Kart World is like $80. How much is EA? $70. Oh, wow. $70. Wow, that's great. The good news is that I will be playing it religiously. So, what's probably gonna happen is whenever I have free time, we're going to see how well streaming the game goes tomorrow and Saturday, because the issue is that, like I said, my next 2 weeks are, I'm looking at my calendar again, my next 2 weeks are pretty much set in stone for what I'm doing, because I want to do Halloween stuff. And it would be very difficult to stream Pokemon since I already have a schedule made. So what might happen after the first 2 streams, I might do sort of silent unlisted streams. As I might do. Where I post the link to it and I'm playing without really like commentary. This stuff might happen. Not confirmed. It just might happen. I gotta do my work on my Halloween festival thing. Yes, that's on the 28th, correct? So if you're part of the Halloween festival on Pillowcraft, you have about 2 weeks about. So make sure you get that done, okay? Or start working on it, okay? The 28th. Yeah. And in regards to the trip, because like I said, I don't want to spoil too much about the zoo part of the vlog. But I'm very glad about the one that I went to. It's been years and years and years and years and years since I have done, or since I have been to a zoo. But I try to think of the last time that I went to a zoo. I think the last time I went to a zoo I was still living with my mom, which was a super long time ago. Since I moved out pretty young. But I don't think I've been to a zoo since then. And I'm really happy with the one that I went to. They had a lot of stuff, but most importantly, they seemed to genuinely have the animals' care in mind above all else. Above all else, they seem to loved the animals. They had a lot of care for them. They had a lot set up for them. The enclosures are massive. They were well taken care of. Like, it was so... It was a good I felt like there was not really a single animal that I saw at the zoo that looked unhappy or like the cage is bad. I feel like when I'm trying to remember the zoos that I went to when I was younger, that they had a lot of animals that looked unhappy, or I felt like their enclosures weren't big enough, or they didn't have much to do. But genuinely, these enclosures were massive! And all of the animals had hiding places they can go to. All of them just... They seemed like they had a great time. And I'm gonna keep talking about this part because I didn't capture this too much specifically in the vlog. But they had a petting zoo area. And this is just a sign of how good it was. So, the petting zoo area, if you've ever been to, like, a carnival petting zoo, usually they're just terrible. It's usually like a cage set up, and the animals are just thrown in there, and they usually have nowhere to go off to if they don't want to be there. And you'll see ones that are stressed and trying to get away from children. You know what I'm talking about? Like, it's just not good. But this one was... They had an area dedicated to where humans were allowed to stand. And... Did you hear something? Was that... I'm gonna rewind that. What? They sound like... Am I delusional? I guess it... I'm not crazy! I'm not the... It sounded like someone spoke in my ear. You didn't hear anything? I heard something! What did it say? I don't know. It just sounded like a voice. Anyways, I swear, just in my left ear. Ooh. Anyways, that was I don't know. So yeah, they had an area for people to stand, and then all the way around the area were places that were chained off, which is like a rope, and then also a barn area that we were not allowed to go in. And the human standing area was much smaller than these other areas. So basically, the goats were allowed to walk to you if they wanted to. And when they had enough, they were allowed to just walk out and leave. And go back to their normal enclosure. Which is so amazing. Because the goats could just lay around, eat, and not be bothered by anyone. And then if they wanted to, they would walk back to the petting area and just stand there. So, it was all about the goats having the consent to be pet if they wanted to. And if they didn't want it to, they would just leave. And that is such a good example of how much they prioritize the pet's health. And like I said, I didn't really capture too much of this little petting zoo area just because it was full of like kids and stuff like that. And I didn't want to record any like of the children. So it was pretty awesome. I remember there was a goat that came out of the area and literally just stood in front of the guy the handler and just waited to be pet, and then just sat there and got pet, and then when it was done, it just left. That was awesome. You get to blur out any children's face in the vlog? Yeah. If you look at the zoo vlog, I blurred out everyone's faces. I blurred out everyone in my vlog. But yeah, this was really nice, so I'm very happy for you to see. I do kind of wish I had some longer clips, which luckily Mari took a lot of longer clips. But when I was coming on the plane back, and I was looking at the clips again, I felt like some of them were too short. I feel like I should have lingered longer. Very nice of you to blur everyone out. I know a lot of people that don't bother to do that, and it seems disrespectful. Yeah! These people are not going to the zoo to be recorded in a vlog. I don't know. I really don't agree with people who film people in public spaces and then say stuff like, "It's my right. Like, you're in a public space. I can film you if I want to." Dude, it's so rude. I don't think people should be filmed without their consent and be posted without their consent. Even if they're in an online space, it just doesn't make any sense to me. It's just mean. I would never want to do that to someone. There's a difference between what you can do and what is respectful. Exactly. An invasion of privacy, right? Right. There's a reason why people ask for the consent before you take them, yeah. So, I usually try to avoid filming anyone at all. Especially since the program I used to edit, I feel like makes it very difficult to blur things. I don't even remember how I did it, huh? But yeah! Was there anything else you wanted to talk about, Phyllis? I'm all ears. How do I rate the trip? 10 out of 10. You know you can't just do that, right? What do you want to talk about? And then you're like, oh, how cute you are. No! No! You can't just do that. I ask a genuine question. You can't just do that. Nuzzle, 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 nuzzle. so happy to be back. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I'm happy to be back here with you. And we're gonna have a really good time playing Pokemon. And you know what I was thinking about? I need to, now that I'm back, I was kind of waiting until I was back. But I need to do the post on Twitter for the most liked comment gets to pick the stream. I need to do that. And I also need to decide when to do the 5-hour ASMR. I think I'm gonna do it early November. Early November. Because I also to plan how long or what I'm gonna do with each hour. Because 5 hours is a long time. I never even thought that I'd be able to do that. I never thought that we would reach the goal. But I need to decide what all to do for each hour. I'll make a plan for it. I'll make a plan for it. Oh, pre-recorded clips. Maybe, because I was kind of thinking about what to do for... the in-betweens whenever I need to like, go to a little meeting or something. And maybe I can have like a BRB... Like... Okay. Maybe, this is a good idea. I'll have like 2 intermissions in advance. Because I also want to do... Because I was thinking... I want to have a little bit of variety for at least one of the hours. So maybe one of the hours I'll have like a cam or something. So maybe. I must go now. Oh, goodbye, Sneak. Goodbye, Sneak. Goodbye. But I'll figure it out. Don't worry. I'll have a schedule planned. Like, I was also thinking that I should probably go too. Because my stomach is rumbling since I haven't eaten today. All I had is my coffee and some water. I really need to like order groceries and make the thumbnail for tomorrow. After I woke up, I was lazy around in bed and stuff. So I am very hungry. My stomach's doing and I will work on getting the stream scheduled for tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday. Right. But. I hope that you had a good time talking to me. I hope that is a lot of fun. And I love you, Pillows. Come here. Let's go. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay? Thank you so much for spending time with me and talking to me. And I'm happy to be back. And I promise to eat really good. I promise. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Thank you so much. I love you. I love you. you tomorrow. Wait, why are you running? Ah! Ah! Zoom, 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 zoom. See you tomorrow, okay? I steady. I steady. I steady. I steady. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow for Pokemon, okay? I steady. Mwah! Mwah! Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Mwah! Hello. It's me, Pillow. You talk to me now. It's me, Pillow. What is your name? What is your credit card? Are you... Eh? Your pillow as well. Wah. Yeah. Get down here. What are you doing? Leave. Big. I'm so big. Yeah.